Today we are going to make some hard-boiled eggs. I am going to be giving my free Pow Pow class on Friday. Today is Wednesday, April 4th, and on Friday, April 6th, I'm going to be giving my free Pow Pow class, and the thing that we're going to be making together is fancy deviled eggs 2 ways. And the purpose of this video is to show you my personal favorite way to make hard-boiled eggs. Now I know that anybody can put some eggs in a pot and put some water in it and hard boil them, but there really are a couple of secrets and tips that are vital to making the perfect hard-boiled egg. And this is how I make them. I have a dozen eggs here in my pot. Now, you'll see I basically have 3 things here. I have a timer, I have my pot with my eggs in it, and I have vinegar, white vinegar. Okay, so this timer is super important. This is like the most important part of hard-boiled eggs. We want to make hard-boiled eggs that have a nice, consistent, creamy yellow yolk when they're done. We don't want it to have a gray ring of death around it because that makes the yolk nasty. So the first thing I'm going to do, we've got preferably room temperature eggs and cold water. You don't want to put your eggs in hot water, and you don't want to boil the water before you put your eggs in it. I know that some people like to boil the water first. You don't want to do that. So, the next thing we're going to do, and this is my second tip, is a little bit of white vinegar. We're not going to measure. I'm just going to go splash. If I had to measure, I'd say maybe a tablespoon, okay? What the vinegar is going to do is if any of these eggs get a hairline crack in them, the vinegar is going to preclude them from oozing out all into the water, and it's going to kind of help it to solidify much faster. So, then what we do, I don't know why I always boil my eggs on the back burner, but I do. I'm going to put it on medium-high heat, and I'm going to let it come to a boil. When that happens, I'll come back and show you what happens next. Okay, our eggs have been heating up gradually at an even pace on medium-high heat. I just turn it on high just for like a minute, and I'm going to turn it back down to medium-high. I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes, and you're going to let it boil for 5 minutes. When the time is up, we'll be back. 5 minutes is up, so we turn off the timer. We turn off the burner. We pull the pot off the burner. We put a lid on the pot, and we leave it there for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we'll come back and show you what happens next. I know this seems so weird that making a hard-boiled egg should be this hard. That's funny, isn't it? It's not called an easy boiled egg, but you want a good and perfect yolk. And this is the best way I found to make it. So, we'll be back. 10 minutes is up, and I removed the lid, and I'm just going to set it in the sink, and I'm going to let cold water run in that pot. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel one so you can see what it looks like on the inside. And you just want them to, cool down, and then you can refrigerate them or peel them, and then we'll use them in our hard-boiled eggs on Fridays, in our deviled eggs. You shouldn't peel these when they're hot like this, but I'm going to peel one so I can show you the inside. Because I have 4 dogs, and I'm pretty sure I won't have a problem getting rid of this egg. Now, if you do it just right, that membrane that's underneath the peel is going to come right off. And if you have your own chickens, you know that hard-boiling fresh eggs can sometimes be a little difficult. It's always better to hard-boil old eggs. And eggs last a long time. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. That is a perfectly boiled egg. There is no gray on that yolk whatsoever. I'll show you.
Again, it'd be a lot better if it wasn't hot.
It would be a lot better if it wasn't hot. You can see that it's just almost lightly a little bit gray, but this is how I like them. And the yolk is nice and creamy, and it's not crumbling. It's perfect. Okay? That is how I like to make hard-boiled eggs. I hope you give this a try, and I hope you find it to be a useful tip. Until next time, I'll see ya.